From the newsroom at news.com.au.
G'day, I'm Andrew Bucklow, and this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Thursday, the 13th of May. US company Moderna has done a deal with the Australian government to supply 25 million doses of its COVID-19 vaccine. The package will include 10 million doses of its jab against the original ancestral strain of coronavirus, which will arrive this year, and 15 million doses of its variant booster candidate for delivery in 2022. The agreement is subject to approval from the Therapeutic Goods Administration. Meanwhile, a damning report into the pandemic commissioned by the World Health Organization has concluded that the global disaster could have been avoided. The independent report found the WHO was underpowered, the alert system too slow and too meek, and global political leadership was absent. It said valuable time was lost in the early days of the pandemic after the virus was detected in China because international emergency declaration procedures were much too slow to prevent the spread of a fast-moving respiratory pathogen. Overseas now, and Hamas has unleashed a fresh barrage of deadly rocket fire towards Israel. It was in retaliation for the levelling of a 14-storey building in Gaza by Israel, which ruled out an imminent ceasefire. Hamas said the volley of 130 rockets was a response to the destruction of the tower, which Israel claims was housing the Hamas intelligence service. To something a bit lighter now, and in sport, the highest paid athlete of 2020 has been announced by Forbes magazine. The title went to UFC superstar Conor McGregor, who raked in $233 million last year. The Irishman only fought once in 2020, with the bulk of his earnings coming from the sale of his whiskey brand. To entertainment now, and DeGeneres has confirmed that she's quitting her talk show next year. The comedian said, "When you're a creative person, you constantly need to be challenged, and as great as this show is and as fun as it is, it's just not a challenge anymore." The announcement comes after a horror 12 months for the show, with current and former staffers speaking out about the toxic workplace culture. And finally, Chrissy Teigen has apologised to Courtney Stodden for a bunch of horrific DMs she sent them back in the day. Now, Stodden, who identifies as non-binary and uses the pronouns they and them, claimed this week that Teigen would tweet them and tell them to kill themselves. In a lengthy apology, Teigen said she was mortified and sad at who she used to be, adding, "I was an insecure, attention-seeking troll. I am ashamed and completely embarrassed at my behaviour." That's it from the newsroom. We'll have another update for you in the afternoon.
Your update from news.com.au.